Hey, yo, what's good? Hold on, move my camera a little bit, bro. Yeah, right there. Um, see the title? I went undercover as a furry. But I love, live, serve. There's some cool people. Three people I believe they be making random videos. But seeing this last night while I was up. I did have another video prepared, but we're not gonna talk about that. I seen this and I was like, I don't believe my eyes. This nigga Ryan, I think that's his name. Rhino, I don't know. They went they went undercover to a furry convention. Now listen, furries, bro. I don't judge. You like what you like, but they just some niggas in the community is weird, bro. So, they be doing some weird things. Like it's cool if you're a furry. Don't think I'm discriminating, but like they be doing some activities in their little furry suits. Not gonna say too much, but gonna get into the video, man. That's furries, man.
A subculture that has thrived in the depths of the internet for decades. A community where people spend thousands of dollars on full-body animal suits and live out their wildest dreams. They're called furries. Now,
Hey, that's one thing you can say about a furry. They never broke.
Known about furries, I've seen the memes, I've seen the TikToks and the weird news headlines, but deep down, I never really understood them. I don't think anyone does. Why do people spend thousands of dollars on fur suits? Why do they identify with animals? What do these people even look like underneath the costumes? And most importantly, why does the entire internet think that they're so terrifying? To answer these questions, I'm stepping into the belly of the beast.
I searched all over social media trying to find someone willing to talk. Most were camera shy or just didn't want to.
But then,
I dated a furry one time. I didn't know she was a furry.
Hello.
I saw that you were a part of the furry community, and I was curious to know if you would be open to like sort of an interview or maybe a day in the life video.
I'm a little bit hesitant just because, we as furries, we kind of get a bad rap.
There's definitely...
Y'all get more than a bad rap. Y'all get questionable ones because they be doing some... I don't judge, but like I said, I did watch up to like this part of the video. Basically they went to go see someone named Z, I think.
Begin.
So this is our office. This is where we keep a lot of the things that we need to make fursuits. I run a fursuit business, Pop-Up Production. A lot of that is making the actual costumes for people to wear at conventions and fur meets and things like that. This is going to be how it starts off, kind of a foam base here. You can go ahead and hold that if you'd like. So for example, this one is going to be a pigeon. You can see the little like sear and stuff. Mm-hmm. From there, you build on it with more foam, glue, fur, everything. And then you cut out the eyes and the mouth, and that way you can breathe and see out of them.
We have all the fursuit supplies.
Yeah, so something that any fursuit maker will tell you is that you'll never have enough fur because you never know what design you're going to make next. You know.
How much do these run? Because I've heard they're thousands of
I just
dollars.
bit the side of my cheek, but I should hurt.
I would say an average price for like a partial is about $4,500.
Partial. So now you don't even get the full.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's then with some surgery type price.
20,000.
Shit. So you can't be broken doing this hobby.
Yeah, there's no way.
What's the deal with this one?
It is really weird.
Not expecting you to pick that up. This is a pup hood. There's a separate area of furry that's into pup hoods, and that's kind of like it's not a kink. Well, it is a kink, but it's a different area.
Don't sit there and lie
My
to
neighbor's
that,
gonna touch that one.
I consider myself a hyena, so this is my little hyena hood. That just sits right there.
I don't hold
You're just here cooking.
Yeah, this is where I spend a lot of my time, just sitting in my little chair, working
That's
away.
so
I want to see your fursuit.
sweaty,
Oh, yeah.
furry.
What's your dog's name?
Snacks.
Snacks.
Yeah.
Snacks.
Why every time you look at the
this is our,
camera, bro?
closet.
Chico. I noticed. Look at him, bro. He regret being there already. He don't want to be there anymore. That's your dumb ass fault, goofy ass boy.
Open for a lot of people.
Oh, exclusive. Oh my
A
god.
little exclusive sneak peek here. So these are all of my fursuits. We've got Scout, we've got Bannock, Calypso, Nyx. These are just little paws that my friend made.
If you ever see this,
Yep,
bro,
that's
I'm
a big tail
joking,
for
bro.
you.
You a
It
cool dude,
actually
but
has
chill. I
a
watch your
little
channel.
belt
Chill.
loop in
Don't come
here,
for me.
so you can just wear it right on your belt.
I actually got a furry belt on right now.
Oh, there you go. it'll work perfectly.
Y'all see it? Hello.
Ah,
He's a king pigeon. He's bigger than these guys here. I actually saved him from a meat farm. So this is
Oh, you got
Peaches.
pet
You can
pigeons?
hold your finger out. She'll probably kiss you.
Oh,
There she goes. And
finally, someone kissed me.
see, every time we look at the camera, bro, it's like his eyes
She's
widen
going
up.
through her shed right now, so she might be a little sensitive.
What got you into furry fandom, furry hobby,
Furry, yeah.
furry lifestyle?
Actually, really interesting story about this. I was not a furry until maybe 2018. I went to a public park and I see a truck full of furries drive by. They're waving at people,
I
you
can't,
know.
but I
that
couldn't
was
sit in that
fun.
room.
I want to do that. So I kind of just jumped into it and
How do furry rooms smell, bro? How do they smell? I'm just asking the real questions. How do they smell, bro? All that sweaty fur in there sometime, bro. Some type of liquids.
started looking it up. I looked up
That dog
werewolf
scared me for a
costumes, and then
second.
it led into furries, and then I was like, I didn't know that they could just make these, you know? Then I just
What's that dog
became a
doing?
furry. I mean, it was pretty easy. You know?
Wow. Can you describe this specific
That dog
character?
chilling.
This is Scout. She's a hyena. Very custom character of mine that I really put a
Sit
lot
your
of
ass
thought
down.
into with the colors and the fact that she's a hyena, you know, kind of based off of me.
You resonate with hyenas because what you see yourself in them in a way, or
Yeah, exactly. You know, they're kind of seen as like, I don't want to say ugly because I don't want to say, oh, I'm ugly, but being a bigger person, having that
I
judgment
can't
against
look
me,
at that.
I'm not
Like,
super pretty to look at, but I love to laugh. That's like my favorite thing.
Wow.
Making jokes and having a good time with friends, things like that.
you said this is your first one, your
Yeah.
first fursona. Do you have more?
Oh, I have too many. It's actually a problem. And that's the thing with the fandom is you can have one that you just really, really love. or you can have
Fursona!
10, hundreds if you really wanted.
How many do you have?
Scout, Ranger, Sparrow, Calypso, Crumb, Doodle. I have like maybe 10.
Oh,
I don't
hell
have suits
no.
for them all yet, but that'll happen one day.
Bro,
I have to ask this,
whoever
is this a
dates her,
kink?
bro, whoever dates her, bro. Imagine you gotta deal with that on a daily basis, bro. One day it's Doodle, next day it's Calypso. That's too much pressure on someone. I'm not gonna hold you.
Thing is there a sexual undertone to this?
What you said, is it a kink? That's a very common misconception. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try and candy coat it and say, oh yeah, furries, we never have sex, whatever. You know, there is that part of the fandom that is not safe for work. A lot of people who will go to conventions and, you know, find the party rooms and stuff.
Huh?
That's not the majority of what we are. Even like at anime conventions, and there's
They find the party, so is that implying that they knock ankles, knock tails loose? That's insane work. That's who cleans those rooms? No, shut up, bro.
horror conventions, even these conventions will always have that not safe for work side to them. All these fandoms, there will always be a not safe for work side, and that's simply human nature. I mean, like, I'm very self-aware. Furries are weird, you know, but we like it that way. A lot of the time, I'll just say, like, keep furry weird, you know, we want to keep it that way.
Keep it weird.
You know, I'm not gonna be bold-faced say like a lie and be like, yeah, like.
Did the audio change, or is that just me?
Is there a sexual undertone to this?
What you said? Yeah, they're waiting outside.
Okay, that was the audio that changed. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it cool if I tell them that they can come in?
Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, hey, everyone. Y'all want to grab a seat here? We got some room. Don't be shy now.
Oh hell! My fire stick update. That nigga is not comfortable. How do they wash those? Like, I don't care about this. How do they wash them properly?
Lovely weather we're having. tonight. Where do we begin? Where do we even? Maybe we'll just start with everyone can say their name or the name of their
Fursona.
Neon Raven.
Ryder or Shepherd.
That's a boy.
Chess, nice to meet you.
Galleon the Deer.
Nix.
I'm Scout, you know me.
The fuck is that?
You're able to use that if you're getting hot in the mask or need extra air.
Nigga!
So you can chill out. Like,
I want to know how you guys landed on these specific personas.
Nigga.
And that's it.
Yep, that's it.
And is a raven your favorite bird, or?
Well, actually, this is supposed
The
to be
dog
a
going
cat,
crazy. The
but
dog don't
I
like
have
them.
ravens
The
too.
dog want them out the house.
Fascination for foxes. Me, this is a partial, so I have another persona, the main one, but this one, I just love dogs, blue dogs.
It all started with Sonic the Hedgehog.
This is Rousey. He's a video game character from Deltarune.
I was about to say I recognize
I don't know what that
So I made
is.
this whole thing.
you.
Me.
What?
That's not even a fucking deer. That's a.
What? How did you
Ditchy.
land on this?
Okay, so this is kind of a mix of two deer species. First one is the Chinese water deer. They're called musk deer. They've got fangs. This
I'm
isn't-
familiar with
Okay.
those actually.
Yeah, they're really neat. But the main thing was American whitetail.
And do you have a full suit, or is this?
I guess for the people that are uninitiated, you got a full suit, which is like the whole body deal. You got going on here, and then
That's serious. Same shoe size as me.
and then you've got people like me, the partial suiters. Partial suiting is typically where a lot of people get started because it kind of lets you.
Hey,
dip
listen, partial suitors, but I feel like they could have a lot of drip. I'm just saying, they could have a lot of drip, bro. They could. I'm just saying. Like, they had the partial thing, they could wear like a nice little windbreaker or something. I don't know.
foot in the water without having to commit the big G's to wearing a big carpet.
I just saw this one online, and I was like, I love the colors. I like that it kind of feels like space, like colors and themes.
Girl got it just because it looked cool. Understandable. I can vouch for that.
Okay, you guys want to take them off?
We all gotten stuff just because it looked cool. We've all gotten stuff because it looked cool.
There's real people behind it. Is this a form of?
Damn, all y'all hot underneath there.
So I think you hit a nail on the head in a sense, because everyone's story is gonna be a little different. But I think escapism, huge one.
I thought that
Everyone
was a
I know
girl.
ever that's gotten a suit is like,
Was
I
the
can dance my
voice.
ass off and not worry about it. People are obviously still observing
know if
you
we
and
thought that
looking
was a
at
girl,
you,
they'd
but they
be
don't know
here
it's you. You know what I mean?
It's
Some
an
people-
opportunity to be faceless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people keep their identity a straight up secret.
There's a lot of military people that are furries. A lot
Huh?
of IT, a lot of scientists. So it's like
Military. You're telling me I'm not. That's actually understandable, but there could be a Marine that could probably flip me over like an egg omelet and body me under a furry suit. A Marine nigga, a Navy SEAL, a nigga who was top of his sniper class. Go figure. Go fetch. I don't know.
goofy little guy for a little while. You know?
How do you guys deal with the hate and the scrutiny that you get?
They got a
in my
mask on.
case, that I was a Mexican fur. It's just different. The hate is different. Like people overage just think that this is weird and that it's gay.
I've never really had an experience where someone has been directly, like, physically.
The black
doing
girl
anything
like said what I
to me.
know.
For the most part, people are really sweet.
Not
It's
gonna say
probably just
names.
an online thing where people have their 4 cents to give and not.
Sort of. If suitors are walking around at night, people were driving by and literally just full force chucking eggs and rocks from their cars driving by. A lot of people that don't understand it straight up like fear it.
This was catching my eye of a boat. Can you break that down, the thought process on that?
So instead of like a parrot on a pirate ship, it's a pirate ship on a parrot.
Because like birds don't have tails, but this does. Because it's a fantasy bird.
Yeah. So that's actually something that a lot of people.
Why is it got 3 tongues?
People who they are. It's art that depicts your persona that you can take to fur meets or conventions or whatever.
Is there ever beef in the furry community where it's like, oh, that's so.
I will look that up and react to that as a furry fighting. But I'd love to see that honestly.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with any small subculture is there's going to be infighting, especially one where it's so identity based. People take everything very, very personally.
I had a question about this too. Like, with all due respect, I know you guys are boyfriend. Yeah. That's like a okay.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
thick as hell. What's in there?
So
It does
what I
look
actually
like
have in here to imitate it, in my first maker added pads. That way I can have the actual legs to it. I can't do it with the heels, so I have actually like my paws. They're actually pretty big.
Suits that have the padding in them. It's a workout. You actually have to plan, like, I need to hydrate 2 days before. I need to make sure that I stretch before I do this. And then, like, the feet, even, it's so hard to move in them. It's like waddling.
They can say a lot about who they are, like the same way that how you dress can say a lot about who you are.
You know, props to these people for not being afraid.
That's the thing is like,
Just like me, I watch My Little
no one's
Pony.
ever like, oh my gosh, you play video games your whole
Every
life,
now and
you
then,
play video games
childhood,
all the time, and you
that
play
nostalgia.
Video game, you play a video game, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's the same thing with this.
I feel like there's some overlap between like the anime people and the gamers and the, I don't know, the goths or the punks or whatever. What's that Venn diagram look like?
There are different spaces, but there is definitely.
There are definitely different spaces. I don't know if I paused that too much, but like goths, gamers, anime people, they all have their own groups. Goths, I'm not too deep into that, but I know goths, the classic goth thing would be they listen to heavy metal, all black, some type of all black makeup all over them, some spike chains or whatever. I think that's the classic take for if you had to describe a goth. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Gamers, hey, them niggas just don't leave the house. Them niggas have 100+ hours on the games. Take them games serious. If you playing rank with them, I'm a gamer, but I'm not a hard gamer. Like, I know niggas who be on the game 24/7, just on ranked. Smallest things set them off. Anime niggas, bro. I'm an anime gamer. I don't cosplay though. I just collect swords if y'all see them in the back. Or anime characters got drip. I wear the outfit, something similar to it in my own style. I take my anime somewhat serious. Like, I gotta explain that in a different video. But like, I don't take it to the point where it's like, if a nigga says something wrong about it, I'll get all mad. But I'll explain it to them. I like explaining anime to people, especially if they're new into it. You a fake anime watcher though, I might actually have to hurt you. Like, my one friend, that nigga said he watched Naruto. He only played the games. Nigga did not watch no 300 episodes of Naruto. But yeah.
Overlap, especially with anime, like even just cartoons like Zootopia, that's all gonna have like overlap.
And do y'all belong to any other, would you put yourself in any other category?
Oh my god, yeah.
Anime. Also like fur meets where like people just go to the park or go to a bowling alley, or they just hang out like a social event, like just a meetup thing, you know.
So then when's the next event that you guys are going to?
You know, actually, there's a furry event happening tomorrow, and I could try to see if I could get you in, if that's something you're interested in.
Tomorrow. Am I allowed to film? Can I document it?
Oh, yeah, please. I think everybody would really enjoy it, honestly.
Okay. Well, you said you don't have to dress up. Are people gonna judge me if I come dripped out like I am now?
Dripped out?
No. But I mean, if you want to dress up, feel free, but there's absolutely no pressure.
Fuck, man.
That gives you wings.
You have to check out Stitch Fix. It's
No.
like they just know
I ain't checking
who you
it out.
are, what
No.
you want, and they just nail it.
No.
I'm there. 11 a.m. Brian's coming too.
Who? Oh. The next up.
Well, we're here. They made me sign a contract. I had to sign contract. Everybody signed it and everything. Just some things.
I've been to an anime
this
convention.
isn't something open to the public. This is like a
It was nice.
members-only
Cherry
sort
Blossom
of
Festival.
vibe. But wait, there's more. We have the $15 Walmart cakes, which are part of the
Pretty good.
Hey, some of those be
my
cool.
logic was like, you know, they're kind enough to let me into the function. Like, if you're gonna go to a football game, bro, wear the colors, bro. Put on the jersey or something.
I don't do all that.
That's good, right? That's
Yeah,
good.
it's fire.
I'm part rat, part 8. You know, I didn't think that I'd be doing this, but this is for the viewers.
That FNAF? No!
I'm part rat, part 8. You know, I didn't think that I'd be doing this, but this is for the viewers.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man. Them niggas in a ball. What the fuck? I'm not judging, but what are they doing in there? Why? Is it their little chill spot? Niggas. Oh my god. Nigga FNAF.
We in the ball pit with it. We in the ball pit. Oh, hello. Who are you?
My name is Cat Craze, and obviously I'm a cat.
What's your name?
My name is Luxo.
Astro.
And Astro, what exactly are you?
Raccoon.
Mars the axolotl. Freehold the dog.
Axolotl? That's a unique one.
What exactly are you?
Well, I'm a red fox.
How did you land on that?
Raccoons are actually my favorite animal.
You know, ever since I was a kid, red foxes were kind of like my favorite animal.
The axolotl, that's interesting. Those are those little pink things.
Axolotl, that's a
like
fur. That's unique.
So what got you into the furry community?
That nigga not speaking. He's spitting facts though.
What about fursuiting appeals to you?
I get to be somebody else. I get to play another character, and it just helps me get comfortable with who I think I am.
Can people who are furries get like proper jobs? But this one does a background check on you.
Is actually from a childhood toy that I've had.
Like when I was working at Amazon, a nigga meowed at me. I wonder if he was a furry.
9 or 10 years old, and I just leaned into more of making him into this real life persona.
Normally I'm very secluded in real life and I tend to be socially anxious, but once I put the head on, I can start to get a little bit more creative and more energetic, so I can start to be more comfortable around others. It's just nice being able to connect together and talk about our own little guys that we've made.
But what drew you to the furry community?
I really like Five Nights at Freddy's, so that game
Five Nights at
Freddy's. And I was like, I want my own animal creature that's like the animatronics. They're like a bunch of different animals, so I was like, oh, I want my own.
Okay,
like
I'm
drawing
gonna
them
shut
and
up.
creating my own stuff just based off of that is where I kind of just grew further into finding about furries.
What was the inspiration behind the suit?
That man is spitting facts.
Even got the talons too? Do you think that wearing this could help you get out of your shell more in real life?
For me, I would like to get more comfortable with myself so I can start to be more expressive around others in my daily life.
Imagine his hands
But
or
for
a
now,
mic.
I think this is a good intermediate to help
Like a
practice
toy
so I can
match
get
or
more
whatever.
familiar around it. Because as somebody struggling with social anxiety, it's been very tricky for me to try to socialize with new people. But when I'm in an environment like this where I know everybody has a common interest, it just helps a lot with talking with others.
That helps a lot of people with social
sharing
anxiety.
your hobby to your siblings, to friends, co-workers, etc.? Do you keep it private and not say anything, or are you like, yeah, this is what I do? And
For me personally, I don't share it out as often as I should. Not that I'm ashamed of it. I like being a furry. It's fun. It's interesting. I like it for it to be brought up naturally in a conversation. Like when someone says,
I want to see
"Oh,
what the
I like
axolotl
Halloween,"
girl
like,
gotta say.
First friends, like they see what I'm doing and they're like, wow, that's like really cool. That's really interesting. At least the people that I've met haven't really found it to be like off-putting or weird, really.
how do you deal with haters or people who don't like what you do or think it's weird? Yeah, just like brush it off.
Well, there's always going to be haters for anything that you do. At times, not being something.
And if it ends up to not having one and everything crumbles, well, at least you lived your life fully expressive and doing what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
That's how I think everyone should
We got a
do
lot
it.
of
Be
birds. Maybe that's
expressive.
an egg. Do you have a favorite pin, or
Put a
what's the
Pokemon
thoughts on the pin beanie?
That's actually a fire beanie. I respect that.
What is it about people who are autistic that draws them to the furry community?
Again, I think it's just that sense of welcoming in the community that people like. And again, there's a lot of other people that could relate to you. So there's going to be a lot of people with similar experiences and they can help provide advice. Because I myself have been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I was younger in elementary school. It's gotten a lot better, but it's been really interesting finally having other people to kind of like talk to and relate about my experiences.
Do you think life is about seeking happiness or
Hey, in a ball pit.
meaning?
If you find meaning in something and you kind of like really connect with it, I think that's where happiness is. If you have something you really like, feel passion for it, and you're like, oh, you know what? This is awesome. I feel like that's happiness.
When people meet you, when all is said and done, how do you want people to remember you?
I just want people to remember me in a good light, as in like, oh, I feel like this person made me feel like I could be trusted or I could be myself. Like, I really want people to remember me as someone who helped them in a way.
Is it better to live with comfortable lies or harsh truths?
There's never going to be a life where it's just going to be comfortable. For you to be able to live okay, you're going to have to face some harsh truth, you know?
I'd rather
If you're
have
just
harsh
living in
truths.
comfort,
Full
you're not going to learn
job.
anything. You're not going to know everything.
And what is this on the back here with the flag?
That's
The goal
that
isn't
scared me a little
graduation
bit. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a better everyday
Anyone
athlete.
graduating this year?
It's
2020?
the first day.
You heard it here first. And any last words, anything you want to get off your chest? Couldn't have said it better myself.
That
A
bird was
smooth
spitting
sea
nothing
never
but
made a skilled
facts.
sailor.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, for you to be a skilled
That
sailor, you
angle
have to
looks
go
kinda
through,
crazy
you know,
for him.
rough winds, rough tides.
'Cause of
You know,
his
you gotta learn
mask.
how to maneuver the boat. Because if you're always in like a calm sea, you know, nothing happens. You're just like, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. You're not gonna know what's gonna happen whenever like a big wave, you know, comes, right?
And when a big wave comes, you'll get wiped the hell out.
Absolutely.
And is this all custom? Because I've never seen this. Completely custom.
That bro, okay, he needs to actually speak. Oh, they hit with his brethren. Flock with the birds, my nigga. He the biggest bird.
Yo, you can't write that. You can't make that up. What's crazy was right when he was here and squeaking, they were like looking at him. The birds were like, they were walking towards him, and then he freaked them out.
Time for the group photo. So at this point, we all got together and took a group photo. They let me sit front and center. Everyone who was at Z's house, who I spoke to the day before, all came to this meetup. It was actually kind of nice becoming friends with them the night before, and they introduced me to more people, and we really just hung out and talked. I said I was hungry, and they immediately got me a cheeseburger and fruit snacks. I could tell they were really going out of their way to make sure I was comfortable and having a good time. We ended up putting the cameras down, and I just hung out with everyone for another couple hours. But what I thought was interesting with this group of people was that they embraced me in a way where I felt like I didn't have to put on an act or a facade. I could say corny and embarrassing stuff and didn't have to worry about anyone side-eyeing me or judging me. I've been to a lot of social events throughout college, a lot of LA parties. You tend to have surface-level conversations with people. You go to events and sort of hope that people like you and think that you're cool. I don't know if I'm speaking for everyone here, but I feel like you kind of have to censor yourself when you're in public, and you have to present a sort of palatable, toned-down version of yourself in an attempt to not come across as weird to other people. But when I was with these people, I was able to just be me. Nobody cared that I was a YouTuber. Nobody made any judgments about who I was or who they thought I was. They didn't care about why I was there. They just sort of accepted me and wanted to get to know me. It was a really refreshing feeling, and it's a feeling that I'll never forget.
Well, I guess this is it.
I guess so.
I want to say I really appreciate you.
I want to pause it on her face. I agree with that. Like, we all got different rules, aspects of life. For me, I don't care. I'll be myself regardless. If I come across as weird, I'll be weird. I don't care what other people think about me. I just want to be myself. I'm happy being myself. It's not like high school where niggas be faking their facade for girls or clout or whatever. I just want to be me. People know me for me, like me for me. You know, I'll be a weird guy. I watch My Little Pony every now and then because it's my childhood nostalgia. I'm a nigga who love Ben 10 and Beyblade, you know. Collect Funko Pops. I'm diabetic. A couple Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you feel me? Heart of the cards, what can I say? I'ma crash out sometime, but hey, I just like be me and be yourself. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. Be yourself, but be happy.
Thank you for taking this time to welcome me into your community.
Maybe
Because,
Furries ain't that
in
bad.
my line of work, I deal with a lot of
Some of
scrutiny all the time, and the way that you and all your friends welcomed me into your world, it made me feel so special and so important that I couldn't have asked for anything more. So I just want to say I really am grateful for you and all your friends.
Of course, honestly, and you know, we face a lot of scrutiny ourselves, and it was really cool to see somebody come out and really paint us in a positive light and be so open-minded to understand, you know, what we're all about. So I really appreciate it, really.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow.
I guess this is where we part ways. I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah, see you around. Hey, wait.
Yeah?
Will I ever see you again?
Nigga, this is a movie?
You'll see me around.
Awesome.
Hey, wait.
Yeah?
Stay weird.
I'll fuck with
Stay
that.
weird.
No more. Nope, thank you. A few days after the meet, Confetti sent Rhino gifting a mail to commemorate his first furry meetup. So this was a movie. W, verify. Rodenberg. Okay. Z and Rhino remain friends to this day. I like that. He's spitting, bro. He's spitting bars, bro. You heard it here first, folks. That nigga was spitting bars, but
The sweetest moments
shut up. I don't care about no damn Culvers, man. Haven't had Culvers in so damn long. I had it one time in my dad's house. That's about it. Furries. Furries ain't that bad. Some of them. But hey, that's it for this video. I'm gonna do some more reactions to some other stuff. Get some gameplay going. A little Sekiro. I'm about to close. I didn't realize how bright that is. I'm gonna close that because that's actually. I'm gonna close that. But let me know what y'all want to see. Let me know what y'all want to see me react to. I got a couple of anime reactions planned. Like I said, some gameplays. Now that I'm on PC, I do plan on going back to PlayStation at some rather point, just for a couple games. Let me know what PlayStation games I should play. I'll post all the games I have. But yeah, y'all have a blessed day. Tens out.